Good morning, friends. This is Ravi. After a long time, today I am going to upload our new video. In previous videos, we have discussed different types of parts of speech, the basic sentence construction and their usage, how to identify them, how to use them in their respective sentences. So friends, previously somebody has commented I should conduct session on infinitives, participles and gerund forms of verbs. So in today's session we are going to discuss how to use infinitives, gerund forms and participle forms in sentences. Along with their use, we are going to discuss how to identify these types of infinitives, gerunds and participles. So let's start, friends. See, as I have written on the board, verbs can be classified into finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Listen it carefully. Verbs can be classified into finite verbs and non-finite verbs. So, let's start with what are exactly these finite and non-finite verbs, how to identify, how we can easily identify those non-finite or else finite verbs. Let's start with the finite verbs. Friends, finite verbs as I have written on the board, you can easily understand what are the finite verbs. Let's revise them. Finite verbs change their forms. Finite verbs change their forms according to the number, person of the subject and according to the tense. Friends, listen it really carefully. Whatever the finite verbs are there, those finite verbs change their forms according to the number, person of the subject or according to the tense. Means what? As we change number of the subject or else as we change person of the subject, automatically form of that finite verb it changes. Or else as we change tense, the finite verbs change their forms. How? Let's study with some examples. See friends, I have written some examples. First example, I watch movie. Subject I, verb watch. I watch movie. Second example, subject he, verb, same verb I have used watch, but as I have changed subject according to the subject, there is change. He watches movie. Again, one more thing. In last example, they were watching movie. Subject they, and the tense of this sentence is past continuous. That's why verb form has been changed. As in the definition, it was told that finite verbs change their form according to number of the subject, person of the subject, or as we change the tense. Some more examples I will give you how finite verbs change their form according to the subject or else according to the tense. They run together on ground. Subject they, verb run. See. In these two examples, I have used one finite verb, that is run. R-U-N, run. This verb is called finite verb. Why? Because according to subject, it is changing its forms. They run, he runs. Is this clear? Another form, like if I change the tense, that time also it changes its form. For example, run becomes ran. Why? Because I have changed the tense. She ran in the race last year. Run, runs, ran. Such kind of verbs are called finite verbs. Clear? Now we'll discuss about non-finite verbs. Let's study with some examples. See friends, non-finite verbs do not change their forms according to the number or person of the subject or according to the tense. One more time I will repeat it. Non-finite verbs do not change their forms according to the number, according to the person of the subject or according to the tense. It remains same. They don't change their forms. That's why they are called non-finite verbs. Let me give some examples. First example I have written on the board. The child began to cry. As I told you, non-finite verbs do not change their forms according to the number, according to the person, according to the tense. They don't change. It remains same. In this sentence, I have used this to cry. This is called non-finite verb of the sentence. If I change tense or else subject, let's study what will happen. See friends, it remains same. The children, subject, I have changed subject. Here child singular, children more than one, plural. The children began to cry. To cry is called non-finite verb. Why? Because it has not been changed as according to the subject. Is this clear? Let me give some more examples about tense as well. Isn't it? See friends, here I have used one example of past continuous and one example of present continuous, and I have used laughing non-finite verb. In past continuous also laughing, in present continuous also laughing. That's why this is called non-finite verb. One more time I will revise it. Non-finite verbs do not change their forms according to the tense, according to the subject of the sentence. But finite verbs change their forms according to the subject and according to the tense. Clear? So friends, in today's session, we are going to discuss about participles, infinitives and gerund forms. So what are exactly infinitives, participles and gerund forms? They are non-finite verbs only. Non-finite verbs can be classified or else they have forms. We can call it forms of non-finite verbs. So, look at the board. See friends, non-finite verbs, it has three types, or else some people can say it has three forms. Which are those forms? Infinitive, gerund and participle. These are called non-finite verbs only. Infinitives means what? Non-finite. Gerund means what? Non-finite. Participle, non-finite. Why? Why they are called non-finite? Because they don't change their forms according to the tense, according to the subject. Clear? So let's study one by one. First type or first form of non-finite is what? Infinitive. We'll discuss use of infinitive and some examples of infinitive. Let's start there. So friends, how to identify infinitives in sentences? Infinitives are always with one preposition, that is to. If we add to before verb, it becomes infinitive. For example, to read, here are some examples of infinitive I have written. To read, to write, to listen, to play. These are called infinitives. Understood? So, first use of infinitive is what? Let's discuss with the examples and their uses. First use of infinitive. Infinitives are used as a subject in a sentence. Here I have used as subject of verb. First use of infinitive is what? Infinitives are used as a subject in a sentence. Subject of verb. For example, to steal is wrong. To steal is wrong. One more example I will give you. To study at home in lockdown is good for students. In first example, to steal, this infinitive is playing role of subject. In second example, to study is playing role of subject. To study at home in lockdown is good for students. One more example I will give you. To waste time is not good for us. Being in 10th standard, being in 9th standard, this example is suitable. To waste time is not good for us. So friend, this was first use of infinitives. Infinitives are used as a subject in a sentences. So let's discuss second use of infinitives. So, second use of infinitive is what? Infinitives are used as a complement of verb in sentences. For example, his desire is to become a doctor. Is this clear? One more example I will give you. Slowly, gradually you will understand it. Her habit is to dream in office. One more example I will give you. His plan is to keep it secret. To keep. So these examples, to become, to dream, to keep, they are used as a complement of verb in a sentence. Next use of infinitive is they are used as an object also. Infinitives are used as an object also. How? Let me give you some examples. I wanted to read. He called to meet. Isn't it? They like to play. So here, to read, to meet, to play, they are used as an object of verb in a sentence. Clear? So, we have discussed different usage of infinitives. Sometimes they may be used as a subject, they may be used as an object, they may be used as a complement to the verb, isn't it? Most of the time, infinitives without to, they are used without to also. Most of the time, for example, I must go.